Welcome back, guys. Joe here. Hope everyone's doing well. So if you woke up this morning and you're like, man, turkey season's right around the corner, what shotgun should I get for deer hunting season? I'm totally with you on that one. So today we're testing out two different shotguns. We're basically testing out rifle slug shotguns versus smoothbore shotguns. So I have two of them. They're two different calibers, so it might not be apples to apples, but we'll kind of get the point across. The one is my Remington 870. It's a 12 gauge. It's a smoothbore shotgun. I purchased that when I was 18 years old for when I was hunting on Long Island. We weren't allowed to use rifled, and it was very close quarters, so it was only shotguns only. But if I knew what I knew now, I would have purchased the Savage 220. It's a rifled slug shotgun. And what that means is it already has the rifling and you shoot Sabot slugs out of it. So we're going to be shooting two different kind of shotgun shells today, or two different kind of slugs today. For the 12 gauge, we're going to be shooting these 12 gauge 3-inch and 1 1/4 ounce Magnum rifled slugs, and have a muzzle velocity of 1,600 feet per second, made by Federal. For the 20 gauge Savage 220, I purchased two. So these are the ones I have that I sighted the shotgun in with. They are the Federal. I'm going to read off the box, guys. I'm not going to lie, I can't memorize all this. It's the Federal Sabot Slugs, or Sabot Slugs, 2 3/4 inch, and they have a muzzle velocity of 1,450 feet per second, and they are 7 7/8 ounce. There you go, or there it is right there. Also purchased these SST shotgun slugs by Hornady. They just look super cool. For no other reason did I get them, for that other reason. These are 20 gauge, 2 3/4, 250 grain SST slug for rifled barrels, and here's all the information on the back here. So right behind you guys, I'll turn you around. We have our range that we built back here in North Carolina for YouTube algorithm. We're allowed to have ranges on our property as long as you meet the minimum requirements, and we do. And we have plus more. So here is that's 50 yards. Sorry, it's a little grainy, not sure why. It's not the most beautiful day, but that's 50 yards to my right here. Not affiliated with, but that's what my bog stand here. I'm going to put the guns on there and go ahead, shoot down range. And I think we're done talking. You guys get the point. I'll show you what we're working with. This is my Remington 870. I purchased when I was 18 years old. It is a Remington 870. It's a 12 gauge, 2 3/4 or 3-inch shells. It is a Magnum. It is an 870 Express, and this does have the smoothbore barrel on it right now. So I got this, if any of you guys are familiar, I'm from Long Island, or was from Long Island. I'm now in North Carolina. I got this at Benson's Gun Shop in Coram. No affiliation, it's just where I got it from. I don't know how many years ago, like 20 years ago. I'm 37 now. And this is, so I put a scope on here because I thought it was gonna be great and shooting rifled slugs, and it was actually horrendous. So I took it off. I just got to take this off eventually, but I kind of like the way it looks, so I left it. It doesn't hurt. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like with it on. You can still see down the barrel. Down there, there's a dot right there. It is really not obstructing your view. It's just a little heavy. So right here is what we're working with, and you know, Old Faithful. Great gun. Never had any issues with this gun, and yeah, I like it. I really do. And this is the new one that we got here. This is my Savage 220. It has the Vortex. It has a 3x9x40 sight on it. It is a Savage 220, 20 gauge shotgun, 2 3/4, 3-inch shells. It is made by Savage. It has a bolt right here, and it also has it holds 2 in this magazine right there. So there's nothing in this at all. There's a little bit of a like a 2-step procedure to go ahead and take this bolt out. You got to like depress the trigger a little bit and push this front in, and then you're able to release the bolt straight out. It took me a while. I had to YouTube that, so you have to kind of pull in here, but you pull in here and here at the same time, and that trigger, that little thing depresses. Guy's not a gunsmith. I just not gonna sit here and pretend like I know it all, or what everything is called. But yeah, and to put it back in, you just follow the steps the same way. You depress that, push it in, and then it slides right in. It's a very smooth gun. The only thing I don't like is, and has nothing to do with Vortex or this gun at all, it's just these freaking caps. They make so much noise. But yeah, it's smooth. I like it. And we're gonna go ahead and stop talking and get going. All right, first up's gonna be the Remington 870. I'm gonna load one in at a time. And we're aiming for the right side of the target. Safety's off. gonna go with one more 3-inch. Safety's off. And well, might as well just do one more. Last one. Again, 50 yards, iron sights. These are rifled slugs. Try to be fancy. Pick up my mess. Those are guys right here, 3-inch. I'm gonna let this one cool down, go take a walk down there, see what we got. So walking up, here we go. I was aiming for right here, right there, and I have 1, 2, 3. So that's a pretty terrible group. So this would be 1, 2, if I had to go 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 inches low, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty huge gap here. So yeah, that's 50 yards. I'm gonna try probably another 3 at, maybe we'll go 25 yards. I don't know, but this is where we're gonna go, right in here with the 20 gauge Sabot slugs. We're gonna aim for right this side right here, this inner side. So let's try it now. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna load in one at a time with the Federal Sabot slugs. 50 yards. Guys, that's almost dead center. Two. Clean up our mess. Let's go check it out. Here is 50 yards. I was aiming dead center here, and there's my grouping. On the first shot, I believe this was the first shot, I was an inch low, inch here, an inch here. So it's a lot better than this freaking grouping when I was aiming there. But now I'm gonna try out the Hornady, their Sabot slugs. I'm gonna shoot it on this side since it wasn't touched at all. I'm gonna try it there and see how it goes. But I'm very happy with this. If this is like a deer's heart, figure the size of my fist, it's hitting the heart. So I'm definitely very impressed with that compared to this, so I'm aiming dead center there. So let's go check that out. We're gonna go ahead and get loaded up with these Hornadys. Look at how freaking badass they look in there, huh? I don't know if you guys are getting a good visual of that. Stay. Again, we're gonna go one at a time. We're gonna go for the right side, the side that wasn't touched. These don't seem to kick as much, but I like them so far. Guys, you can definitely tell by the other footage, but this might be it right here. go check it out. Give this some time to cool off. So you guys be the judge on this one. Here's the Hornady right here. This shotgun is not sighted in with these Hornadys at 50 yards, or with these Hornadys at all, actually. And here are the Federals that it is sighted in with. Again, both results, I think, for me, are perfect. I mean, if that's a heart, you're definitely clipping it or getting it. I mean, that's where I was aiming. I'm an inch low here, an inch left here, and like an inch and a half to the right there. I like both of them. I'm probably going to go ahead when it's time to go into hunting season. I'm probably going to switch over to these Hornadys. The holes all look about the same. I'm not worried about that. I think they flew a little bit better, and I think I could definitely get it dialed in and hit right here. So I'm going to go to the range with a range master, help me out with that one. But I know a lot of you guys are like, well, Joe, how would that do on a deer? Due to legality issues, I can't actually go ahead and have a deer out here and shoot it because we're not in the hunting season and it's not ethical. So I have the next best thing. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, that's a real deer. It's so realistic. Here it is. Here's our 12-point, 293-inch buck. It's obviously not to scale. Even its antlers aren't really real, guys. It's again, fake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this water jug behind it right there. Hopefully everything doesn't come falling down. It's a little bit easier when you have two hands to do things. Okay, take it easy. Right about there. Okay, so we might have to, whoa, wind's picking up. There we go. How we looking? Right there, perfect. Let me draw this so you guys know it's obviously not real. This is where I'm gonna try to, that's where I'm gonna try to aim for. And the greatest part is, here it is. It took a lot longer than it needed to, but there is the picture of that buck, and there's the water jug in that zone. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything else set up and see what we see. First up is gonna be the Hornady. See how that does. Looks like I blew out its front shoulder. Again, this gun was not sighted in with those Hornadys. I purchased them. It was sighted in with these Sabots by Federal. Safety's on. Safety. Ah. It looks like the buck succumbed to his injuries because he fell over. And wouldn't you know, just like that, there's a new buck down there. The other one died of his injuries. So let's try these Federals out. And he succumbed to his injuries too. We just nicked that water bottle. Right there. But I'm not gonna leave this one off boring. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the 12 gauge, we're gonna move into about 20 yards, and we're gonna see if we can blast these things. That would have been a pretty good kill shot. Again, not to scale, but this is just an actor. Yep. Well, I'd say at 15 yards, the 12 gauge is, well, you guys see it. Pretty devastating. Is this it right here? Get the heck out of here. I've never actually got one of these before. Look at this freaking thing mushroomed out. Guys, check this out. This is freaking cool. I've never actually been able to retrieve one of those. That's really, really cool. This must be part of the Sabot, Sabot, whatever, however you guys want to say it. That's pretty sick. But yeah, if you guys enjoy this kind of content, please hit that like button. It truly helps out tremendously. Thank you guys for all the new subscribers. And really, I want to try something a little bit different. I'm into this sort of thing. I don't really do it on camera for no other reason than it takes a little bit longer, but I normally do it on my free time. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I got a few other ones I'd like to do too. Maybe some different things to shoot at. These water bottles were really cool. I want to see them in slow motion. And like always, guys, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. My name is Joe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you. Bye.